motion, deep and we slow down there. We do it first, got them soft like lotion and we just like lotion. And if I see a post, if I see a post. Some boy I don't like. Boy, have some girl I rather start for your wife for your yard.
Check. Check.
Lucky she knows I will with a knife.
Hey, we back. You already know it's another episode of DocuDJ with your girl, Nikki Anticss, highlighting and getting in depth with your favorite DJ and their journey of, being a disc jockey. So once again, I want to big up the whole Rise Radio team for, having your girl here. I appreciate y'all every week. We rocking. And also just big up the viewers, everybody that's tuned in. If you watch any of the episodes, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in and whoever's tuning in right now. No baga long talking. Y'all already know how I go. It's no long talking. We got Big Bad DJ in the building. DJ Not Nice.
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, thank you for coming, first of all. I know I've been thanking you since you walked in here, but but man, like as I said, like I really, really, really appreciate you and your works, holding it down for us, and just humbly doing it. You're somebody just, just do your thing. And I think that's a Sag in you. Yes, I know you're a Sag, so we're going to get into that too as well. But again, Not Nice, big up yourself for being here.
I appreciate that.
Of course. And, we haven't, I wouldn't say we met, like formally met, like nobody introduced us or anything. I was just doing my research and, I was just been preying, okay, I'm about to start throwing my events, who are some women that I would love to have a part, The men wise, I was just like, I don't really care about that. I don't really care about y'all. But, woman-wise, I always want to look out for my women. So, just knowing your history, what you've been doing, I reached out to you. And ever since then, you've been rocking with your girl.
Yeah, every event you got me on, just good vibes. That's my energy. So,
Yeah. I appreciate it. So let's get right into it. I want to go into, before DJ Not Nice, who she was, where she grew up, and, what kind of things you were into before you even touched the DJ scene. So, where did you grow up?
All right, so I grew up in Elmont, Long Island, like the borders, right next to Queens. Like I can walk into Queens, so I'm not deep out in Long Island. Before DJing, I was just, hanging out with friends. I was playing basketball. That was like all of my high school. I was just playing basketball and stuff. And I would say the DJing came in as a hobby, like I would say in high school, but it's like it was literally just a hobby. Like I would just make mixes. Like I loved making mixes.
Okay.
And all of that sprung up from around then.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as like, big up Bully he in here right now. What was your community like? I would say in a sense, like, where did you like growing up? Like, was it like a heavily based of? First of all, where are you from? Where's your family from?
Both my parents are Jamaican.
Bab.
Yeah.
Bab, yard from yard. Lit. So tell me now, what's that like growing up? Is it where you're growing up? Is it a heavy Caribbean community, or is it just you get what you get when you meet the person?
Yeah, I would say. Majority of the community is black. But I would say majority of Elmont, most people would say it's mostly Haitian, but you find your people, and I feel like as people grew up, they started digging in their roots, like, oh, I'm Jamaican too, or I'm Guyanese, or I'm Trini. Before it's like everybody was just like, oh.
Right. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So then now tell me about now growing up with your mom and dad. What were they playing in the house? Do you remember?
Yeah, my mom, I would say, heavily influences me on the whole Jamaican music, like 90s dancehall and stuff. Like, she loves Buju and Beanie Man and all that. And, Lovers Rock and all types of reggae. But, she definitely is somebody where it's like, that's where I would say I listen to Jamaican music most of the time. My dad, he knows, whenever I go to Jamaica, like, we'll pass by places and they're like, oh, yeah, that artist used to live there. there or this and that, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But I would say he kind of got me into like 90s hip hop and stuff. Like when he first came to New York and living in Brooklyn, he was like, you know, putting me on to like people like that when I was growing up. So I always remember like 90s hip hop with him. So
Nice to have that, you know, to have mom giving you this side and then dad giving you this side. That's just pretty dope. Did you have any siblings as far as like them putting you onto music as well?
Yeah, I have this older sister. She's like about like 5 years older than me. I mean, I would say in the 2000s, I'm like, let's say I'm like an age range of like between 10 and 14-ish or something, I would say. So it's like, you know, she had a lot of CDs, like all the Shanti and the Bow Wow and Soulja Boy and stuff. So, you know, she put me on in like the whole LimeWire phase. So, you know, that was just, you know, iPods was coming out. So, you know, I was just listening to music. That was it. No DJ was going on.
Got you. So, you was just like racking up on the music, musical-wise. That's dope. Do you said a LimeWire, which is something that I, you know, familiar with. I ain't that old. We ain't that old, y'all. Can be a little low? Is it a little low? I think. Is it better? Can you guys hear us?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us? Just making sure. But to have those, you know, obviously those musical influences, and then, you know, having your siblings, and then you yourself, you know, looking for music now and trying to figure that out. What was it besides that you were doing in your community? Were you playing any sports, or were you heavily into anything else?
No, I would just say around that time I was just more like, before the DJing, it was literally just sports. Like, I was playing soccer, then I was playing basketball. Then in my community, I mean, when it started picking up with the DJing, like, I would say just me and my friend, it's like we would just throw little backyard parties and stuff. And it's like I was listening to music and mixes so much when I was younger, like, let's say 8th grade to like 10th grade. It's like it just started picking up. I was like, I love how these people are mixing. I like how these DJs, like, it was just fascinating to me, because whenever we would go to parties, it's like we were so young. It's like nobody's parents was hiring a full-blown DJ to cater to us. So it's like we just plugged in whatever. I had the laptop plugged into a speaker, and then it's like people sometimes knew that I had like the latest Jamaican music or whatever. Like, you know, a lot of cartels coming. Like, we got to think what was coming out around like, you know, 2011 to 2013-ish. Like, it's just like a lot of good stuff. So it's like yeah, that was just going on, and I was just doing it for fun. It was like just a hobby. Like, whenever I go home, bedroom DJ. Like, you know. Got you.
So it was just, sports was just like on the side for now. But then when you kind of got into that, now it was just like that was just your forefront. Now that was just kind of what you know, you kind of seen that and was just like, this is what I want to do now.
So not really. Like, all right, the sports, I really loved basketball. Like, I literally wanted that to be something. And it's like when I got to college now, it wasn't working out. Like, the schools, like, they weren't doing anything, like no walk-on stuff. So I was like, I can't go to school and go straight home. I was like, that's boring. I'm wasting my might as well not go to school. And I'm like, you know, so I was like, I need to join something. I need to join something. I was like, okay, I don't think I want to do Greek life. I was like, that's not me. I was like, I don't want to do this, whatever. I saw the radio station. I was just like, okay. I mean, I always watch interviews, and I always, like, you know, listen to the radio. And I was just
like, so this isn't high school. This is now you going into
I'm just getting into college. So this
got
like,
you.
Yeah,
okay,
like 2015. Yeah.
Okay, got you. So now, what college did you go to?
I went to St. John's.
No way. Yo, I used to do summer camps there. When was it? When I first got back, ever since I could start working, I was just working, you know? So I do remember the campus, and, you know, having to travel all the way over there to go, but just the vibe of St. John's, you know, I'm not, you know, surprised to even hear that they are vibesy, but tell me more about your experience, you know, going there. Why did you choose that school?
I wanted to go away, but I was like, I didn't know which school I wanted to go to, and I was just like, honestly, I could stay home. I'm like, if I'm gonna pick a school, it was like, that was the only option, because I mean, I drive and everything. I was like, I didn't want to go to no school in the city, because I'm just like,
that's a lot,
you know. And it was just the perfect distance. I checked out the campus, and I was just like, all right, it's cool. I mean, we just gonna make something. But at that point, I was thinking about the sports thing. I was just like, okay, I mean, it's a D1 school, and I'm just
Right.
like, it's close, and they also will try to like, take walk-ons and stuff, but they just weren't doing it at all, like no tryouts and stuff. So, all right.
Got you.
So yeah.
So that was just that whole.
Yeah.
Got you. So now, as far as how did you seen the radio station? How did you get into that? Like, how did you get into being on the radio over there?
I would say, like, I was just, all right, at the beginning of every school year, they have like a activities fair.
Okay.
All right, so that was going on.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, all right, well, I went there and they're just like, oh yeah, like in the upcoming weeks, we're about to have an activities fair, so come by the booth and we can give you more information. Cause like people just chill there. Like when I started getting involved, I realized how much people was chilling there that wasn't really executive board members and stuff. So I'm like, they can't give me no information.
Got you.
So then I went to activities fair. They gave me info. I signed up.
Uh-huh.
Long story short, one of the DJs there, he actually spins here. Like his name is Nick Seal. But
okay, big up.
But it's like he was doing like a DJ lessons thing. But it's like I already know how to DJ. But it's like now I'm like trying to take it more serious.
Right.
When I went, he was like, he's like, you don't need no lessons and stuff like that. And he was just like, oh yeah, like like you should definitely join and stuff, the station. And then we were just cool, and he just, like told me like, all right, I think he was about to be a senior at that time. So in college, so I'm just like, all right, well, learn as much from him and just stay involved. I'm like, this will be my home for my 4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. And I've seen, doing my research, because, I do my research before, my interviews. It kind of took off where you started doing like events with them, the games, and just more stuff. So even I can only imagine now just being on the radio and just having that type of connect. But then now you're doing so much more. So tell me about getting now into those type of runs where it's like I was on the radio, now I'm the big DJ,
Yeah, so that was, that made like the college experience mad like fulfilling. So, and that's exactly what I was aiming for. So like I said, the activities fair was a big thing, and it's just like anybody, if they're listening and they're like, I don't know how colleges are right now with the whole COVID thing,
right.
But that's a big thing. I used to go out. I feel like as soon as I decided I was going to be a DJ, I was like, let me get the business cards done. And I used to just walk around and drop it off to like the African Association, the Caribbean Association, the Harayas, the whatever, even the white organizations and stuff, because, it was just like a white and black school, all different type of races. But I did that, and they was just giving me a chance. And then after that, it was just like, I was just going wherever I could. I was like, I love playing all types of music, so let's do this.
Listen, closed mouths don't get fed, y'all. So you got to speak up. Like Not Nice said, she got her business cards ready. She knew she wanted to take it serious. And, as you said, all they needed to give you was that chance.
Yeah.
And it went from there. So that's just dope. But, you're on the scene now. How did you come up with the name? Because I'm like, I got so excited, and I was just like, wait, hold up. You on the scene already. How did you get the name Not Nice?
All right, so this goes back to like the whole middle school thing. But so I'm listening to mad mixes, but I'm young, and it's like, it's like I'm just listening to it. I'm not really, I know like when reggae music, Jamaican music, dancehall, whatever is playing, I know what's being said, but it's like, I feel like I was younger and I wasn't so aware, and it's like, even like my Instagram or like early Twitter handles used to be like Gaza Slim or Vanessa Bling, and like that's why I used to like call myself just for fun, and people was like, oh, you mad Jamaican? Like, so then it's like, sometimes in certain songs they be saying like not nice, and I'm just like, but I'm getting older now, and I know they talking about the producer.
The producer, right.
So, but it's like, sometimes they be saying it for fun, or they like, whatever. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna just run with that. But then when I got older, I'm like, oh, it's producer. But I'm like,
right.
I wanted my name to sound mad Jamaican anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like,
y'all heard it here first, y'all. No, I literally, I remember when I told people that I was having Not Nice at my party. They was like, yo, big bad producer. I was like, wait, no, not that Not Nice.
Yeah.
But that's dope. And like I always say, like, people come on here and they tell us extravagant stories, or, but sometimes that simple where it was just like, you wanted to be Jamaican and you wasn't paying attention, and it was just, that was that.
Yeah, and it's like, you know my name now, and it's like, I just felt like I didn't want to go off of something like that, and it's just, I kind of wanted it to be a little mystery. It was just like, you know, because when people hear my name, they're just like, oh, like, okay. Like, you know, where did this come from then? Like, how you just asked me.
Got you. So coming up now, were there any, you know, selectors, DJs, that you saw and you were kind of like, oh, that's somebody that I aspire to somewhat be as nice of, or, you know, when you were coming, you know, going into, or anybody that, you know, you were practicing with or anything like that? That influence, I would say.
All right, so I would say more of the influences started coming like when I decided to like fully go into the DJing. So that's the college scene. So I think there's like this one DJ. He's mad good. I feel like he kind of influenced me with like wanting to really get down the whole scratching thing. I remember there's a DJ store by my school. It's called iDJ now.
Okay.
I used to go between classes and stuff, and I used to hear like they used to play on the speakers, like you know, like selling the speakers and everything, but they have a mix playing just so you know, everybody knows how they sound.
Got you.
And I was like, yo, this guy's drop is fire or whatever. It was like it's like some baby voice or whatever, and I was like, yo. I just kept looking it up online because nobody was like at the front desk at the time. I was like looking it up, like, let me see if I can find him online because he sounds fire. And this guy, his name is DJ Earns. He calls himself Earns World also. And it's like, he was like, oh yeah, I worked there and stuff. And then I came back and we met. And it's like, he was just telling me, he's like, yo, like, I don't know, we just became friends. And it's like, I don't know. It's just random. And it's like, I feel like every time I watch him scratch, I'm just like, yo, like, that's fire. I want to get into that a little bit more. And then it's just like, he's definitely a DJ I feel like influenced me when it comes to scratching. Like, I mean, I didn't link him all the time, but it's just trial and error at home with that.
Got you.
Other DJs, if I was to take off the top of my head, I mean, I love DJs like DJ Puffy. I like Private Ryan and stuff, just like the versatility and like. A lot of DJs, New York City DJs a whole will always be my first DJs to go to, or Caribbean DJs, because when I leave New York City, I'm just like, I just feel like it's not as fire. Like the DJs, they're not as, we're fast paced over here, and I just feel like everywhere else I go, I'm just like, I don't know, it's just
don't
up to my speed.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's crazy you say that too, because I remember being in LA and this DJ was DJing, and he didn't say anything on the mic, but he was DJing, and his speed that he was going at, I say he probably from New York. Like, he gotta be from New York. Like, the way he's playing, he's from New York. Little did I know he was from New York, and I was just like, it's really a way that we play where it's a little bit more faster, a little bit more, but the versatility of course within it. I just feel like we are a vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So that's dope. And as far as those influences, like, was there anybody that you were around, like, working with coming up that kind of helped you besides, you know, him as well?
So
you were just like learning?
Yeah, literally, I was just at home. I told my parents, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do this. They always supportive in everything I do.
Nice.
So I would just buy the stuff, and like I said, like most people, it's like sometimes I feel like people think I'm chatting, but because some people like message me on Instagram like, yo, how'd you learn how to do this? How you learn to do that? I'm like, literally, I stay at home. It's like trial and error. Like, it's like sometimes, and it's like I've been listening to so many mixes. It's like when it comes, I don't know, to like certain things, it's like you just know how it's supposed to sound, and it's like you're just gonna do it till you get that sound that you like searching for. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's so true. That's dope. Practice make perfect, y'all. We said it on the last interview. I'm saying it again. You gotta practice. So besides, you know, St. John's and, you know, having that practice, what do you remember your first like gig like outside of, you know, just the college experience where, you know, it was paid and it was a bunch of people you ain't know? Like, how was that first experience and encounter?
All right. So I would say, all right, outside of like St. John's gigs, like, all right, I got my first like college booking off of campus. So like random promoters that was outside. And I was just like, all right, this is lit. Like, they just, I don't know, they came on the campus. I guess they heard me. No, I was.
Oh, okay.
Because, all right, so literally, it's at this place in Queens called Traditions, called Trads. Yeah, it was just, I don't even remember the theme of the party, but the second party was like a 2000s party. They booked me like 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
And it's like I got there, and it's like I was playing like, I think they only booked 2 DJs, so it was like, first DJ play like 2 hours, the next DJ play like next 2 hours, and I was just like, all right, I'm there. People are walking in, but they're vibing, but it's a mix. Like, you know, it's like you know, the black kids, white kids, everybody's in one mix. Like, you know, everybody's hyped to be in college, whatever.
Right.
So then I don't know. I'm literally just glued to my laptop. I feel like I just got my new laptop at this time. I was like, yeah, I need to get a new laptop. My other one is like mad old, no space. And I'm like literally glued to my laptop. And it's like, I just felt weird if anybody made eye contact with me. Like, I had it on my headphones. Like, I don't know. I was like nervous. I mean, I was talking on the mic, but I feel like my voice is so high pitched.
I
But
feel you.
it's
I feel
like,
you. I feel you.
I just be feeling awkward sometimes talking. But I mean, they love the music, and it's like I be into them. Like, I always felt like, people should always get a DJ. Like, I don't know, I don't can't really explain it, but it's just like I just felt like I was playing for friends. That's how I felt, because I'm just like, we all listen to the same music.
Okay.
I know what they want to hear because I'm playing. I also been in the crowd environment, and I'm like, I want the DJ to play. It's like this is what we'll all be listening to.
Right.
So yeah, but
just, just being, like you said, I think you said it, like being in tune with the crowd.
Yeah.
Like it's not just playing for yourself, but also playing, that you're having a good time. And but I feel like, do you feel like a lot of DJs struggle with that? Because like for me, in a sense, and I'm new to the game. I don't take no quote from me or anything like that. But sometimes I get so locked in that I forget to look at the crowd.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of DJs, they do that sometimes, and by the time they look up and actually see, it's like, I don't know what to do. Let me just play some random thing, and then it goes off into a whole other segment, and it's just like, no.
No, literally, it's people don't even know what's happening on our end. Like, it's crazy.
That's true.
They think it's easy, but they don't know. They don't know that somebody else that's in the audience with them is probably coming to us asking for something, or this and that is running through our head, or a promoter is saying this, or another DJ saying this,
or the one of the
the
mixer's not messed up.
They not understanding it's a million things that could be going on.
Yep.
So, yeah.
No, that's true. That's definitely true. So when you first started out, were you playing one specific genre, or you were just like, as you were like all over? Was it just dance hall music for you?
Yeah, when I first started, but this is like when it was a hobby, like in high school and stuff.
Okay, got you.
Literally just Jamaican music. Like, I swear I had nothing else in my, like, and it's like I listened to hip hop, but it's just like, it was just Jamaican music. Like, whenever I went out, that's what I was playing. Like, people was like, yeah, she got like the best dance hall mixes and stuff. And I was like on SoundCloud, like heavy and stuff.
Okay.
And then when I got to college, I was like, I feel like the diversity just came out. And and then plus, I mean, I love listening to all different types of music. So it's like,
do you have a favorite genre that you like to play?
Definitely dancehall, but more of like the girl songs. Like, like, I mean, I like the Batman music and stuff.
Cause it's y'all time. What did you say?
Yeah.
Nah, and hence why we connected, and you literally just made what I said earlier come to full fruition, or like you play that, and I've heard and I've seen, and I'm just like, oh no, I have to have her at my Gal Time events. And even just having you a part of Gal Time is something that I've told you, like I've expressed to you, is just, whatever you want to do, whatever you need from us, like we're definitely here for you. But I could definitely, you pinpointed it at, and I'm like, yes, I was right, like, yes, I do it. So I want to talk more about, you kind of being on the radio, because you are somebody that, work Hot 97, and, you're somebody that I've seen, not a lot of DJs take account to radio and how it's helped DJs, go onto certain platforms, or, get certain gigs. So tell me about your whole kind of radio experience and how you got into that. Besides St. John's, I know you was there, but yes, more of working with, these bigger radios.
All right. So, I mean, yeah, it starts with St. John's, but after I started like deciding DJing is gonna be the thing to do and see what's out there, it's like I just did my research. Like, all right, I could go on radio, I could be a tour DJ, I could be this and that, and I'm just like, radio just really stuck with me, and I was just like, all right, I was just listening to it every day. I'm like, and it's like I listened to it before, but now I'm like, yo, I'm a DJ, so let me really listen and see how they doing this, like for real. So, I mean, I'm in college, I'm applying for internships and all such, and I'm also outside, like, trying to get in the city, but it's like, I was young at the time, I wasn't 21 yet, they wasn't jacking me in the clubs and stuff, and then it's like, like, just applying, and it's like, I'm just thankful that some of them said yes, and it's just, like, all right, I got a SiriusXM internship, and that was really an amazing experience. And it's like, I mean, they let me spin on air, and I feel like that was like a great experience. Like, that's one of my favorite radio stations. I feel like it's a goal of mine to really work there and have like a permanent show, like here and there, or however that works.
You will. I'm putting a manifested it. We doing that. Yeah.
And then Hot 97 is cool. I think Power 105 is cool too. Hot 97 is different. I realize how these radio stations are very different. Like SiriusXM, it's like most things are pre-recorded.
Okay.
Hot 97, it's like, I mean, it's some of it is pre-recorded, but it's like they're just very. I mean, obviously SiriusXM is like explicit, and different channels cater to different stuff.
Right,
like
right.
Hot 97 is just hip hop, R&B, like squishing some Spanish music or Caribbean music, but that's that.
Right.
I mean, I haven't spun on Hot 97 yet, but I mean, any station.
You were on what was it? DJ Con.
Yes.
Tell me about that experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. I don't think I was interning at the time, but it's crazy. I think I got the internship like the next year or something. It was crazy, but I was just there, and I always go to DJ events. Like they have a DJ convention in New Jersey for like a long week, and I always went to that. Then I seen they had one in New York City, and I'm just like, yeah, I gotta go.
Okay.
Went out there. I saw like the heavy hitters set up, the Union DJs, Power 105, the Hot 97. It's like I just went over there early, and I was like, yo. I asked them, I was just like, oh, like, can I spin here for a second? And they're just like, yeah, go ahead or whatever. I don't think, none of their big DJs was there yet, so it was like, I think the people who were working the booth were like, it's whatever, do your thing. Yeah. So I just did it, and people, they were liking it too, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. It was just a cool experience, a lot of like connections came from that and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, so
I definitely have to touch a DJ Con. I know not last year, but the year before that, Gaza Twins, she hit me and was just like, hey, I'm going. It was last minute, and I don't know what I was doing, but I was like, no, I definitely have to make the next one. And unfortunately, COVID, that happened because I was definitely gonna go. But to see you, somewhat a part of that experience, again, not surprised because once you put your mind to it, you just gonna go get it. But that's dope. As far as I would say, like, you kind of producing, because you are. Can I call you a producer? You are a producer.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know the work. So that's why I'm about to ask you. I don't know if it's something that you're now starting to get into or something that you've been doing. But as far as producing, how did you come about now being a producer?
All right. So I just feel like, I'm a producer. I've been doing it a couple years. My thing is, I'm like weird with social media. Sometimes I really don't post a lot of things I be doing, and I need to like get out of that because I really be trying to I be doing a couple things.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, because me too. I get yelled at it every day. Like, you do this too? I'll be like, yeah, I gotta post about it.
Yeah. So it's like, I would probably say like 2018-ish. I probably was like, yo, like, all right. 2017, I really got radio heavy. I was like, all right, well, I know how that works. Like, I could do stuff there.
Right.
Now I'm like, all right, DJ. DJ and production goes hand in hand. Like, we really be doing that live in a way. So I was like, I need to learn this. Just download the Logic Pro, YouTube, University, and then just learn that.
And you learned that by yourself? You did?
Yeah,
okay.
Literally.
Gotcha.
And it's like at the time I was like heavy on Snapchat, and I was just posting like my beats and stuff. I only aim towards like hip hop, trap beats, R&B beats, no Caribbean stuff. But no reason. It's just I haven't.
That literally took me, because I'm just like, all right, like, so we about to get some new Yao tunes, some new Yao beats. Let's get it. Why not? Like, why is it? Yeah, why not?
I feel like no inspiration comes to that for me. Like when I listen to the like songs, I'm like, this is a fire like song. I love the song, but I never studied the production since I know it's like heavy bass in it. But I don't know. I just felt I'm also like into like the whole like SoundCloud trap like rap stuff. Like when Lil Uzi them was first coming up, so I was like, I want to make beats for them type of rappers. So it's like
That was the influence behind that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to be one of them type of producers and stuff. And then it's just like, I was just posting on Snapchat my beats and everything. And this guy, like, I don't even remember how we got each other on Snapchat, but he hit me up. He was like, yo, you make beats? He's a DJ also. He's from New York and stuff. And he was just like, yeah, like, oh, I make beats too. He was like, oh, you trying to collab? I'm like, I mean, that's cool. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do this, whatever. I'm like, you know, because most songs have like a million producers, a million songwriters, whatever.
Right.
So we used to just make trap beats. His work ethic is crazy. I mean, right now, I think he's one of the hottest producers out. He actually produces mad songs for DJ Sheen. He made that song, the head, shoulders, knees, and yeah. So he's mad cool. But he's amazing. He makes a lot of Caribbean beats too. Like, I mean, obviously he's making mad soca beats and stuff. But he like inspires me to really. I feel like I took a step back from the production. Like I have stuff just sitting there, but it's like. And also, like I said, I'm not posting about it, but it's like it's there. The knowledge is there. Like I could really open it up and know what to do and figure out the software and stuff. But
lit.
But yeah, so I mean that's cool. I mean I have a couple like trap songs out right now, hip hop songs, but like these Bronx artists, Harlem artists, and some Queens artists. But yeah,
check
so
it out.
Like,
And y'all heard it, so y'all better hit Not Nice for them beats. Like she didn't post it yet. We gonna post it. Don't worry. We gonna get onto the posting. And then to talk about producers, you know, I did see that you did meet ZJ Chrome. How was that experience as well? Like,
all right, so that was like literally surprisingly, that was my first time going to Jamaica. So whatever year that post was, it's crazy.
What do you remember what year that was?
I think that was, I don't know. I feel like it had to be 2019, like early 2019, and that's just crazy to me. It's like I don't know. My mom been saying we need to go to Jamaica, and my dad's like, nah, not yet.
That's how they are, yo. Yeah, I didn't go to Belize until like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and they used to go a lot. But continue. We gonna talk. That's another. Parents, I hope y'all watch it. We coming for y'all.
Yeah. So we went, and I was like, yo, we about to go down there. I'm like, I'm trying to see what's up.
Right.
And I was just DMing him. I was just like, yo, like I'm coming down there. I was just like, I was wondering if I could like, you know, meet you and like also like see like the radio studio. You know, I'm fiending to be on radio also.
Right.
Like, so I just want to see any radio station and see how they operate. And plus, he's like one of my favorite DJ producers. Like, made most of my favorite cartel songs. Like literally, and I literally told him that we just sat down just like this, and I was like, yo, like you made like the V6 rhythm, like you know, like all these different things. Like it's just fire. And he just, you know, just gave me word advice, like, you know, like saying, like, you know, keep, you know, people always gonna give you advice, like, you know, keep pushing, and how, like, he just telling me how, you know, just stories about, like, oh, he made certain rhythms in, like, 5 minutes and 10 minutes. I'm just like, yo, these are rhythms that will save a party sometimes. So it's like, yeah, I mean, he's amazing. He's dope. He's dope. Yeah.
Did that kind of influence you to kind of, like, see what, you know, other producers, like, you know, just a bunch of producers down. You got even DeMarco, he's like one of my favorite, you know, Not Nice. You have Dre Skull, you have a bunch, you know, a bunch of them. Andrew Blocks and all of them. But did that encounter kind of want you to kind of meet other producers in that realm, or was that kind of that for you where it's just like, all right?
It's crazy. Yeah, that kind of was that for me. I was just like, I don't know. I was just amazed. I'm like, yo, he's the DJ producer. He has his own radio show. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, and while I do, I mean, I'm well in tune with those producers as well. Like, you know, like just like, okay, wow, like they do this also, or like whatever. But I mean, yeah, I wasn't starting to search it right away. It's like, yo, like, yeah, I'm trying to link or just like learn more from that. I was just like more focused on him, the DJ/producer.
Right. Yeah. Okay, dope. So now, as far as equipment wise, what is your, like, what do you play on? Like, what do you like to play on?
All right, so I swear, like, the best setup for me is this mixer, this DJM S9. Like, this is the best mix. I remember when I first got it, like, I think it was the top of 2017. Like, I still have it, but best mixer, and I love a pair of CDJs. Like, I tried the turntables. I used to have some. It's not for me. I don't know. I feel like it's whatever. I love a good pair of CDJs.
Gotcha.
and a nice mixer.
Gotcha.
This is the perfect mixer to be on, I feel like.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. Because I feel like I said, Corey, all y'all didn't tell me that when we were sitting here. Y'all didn't tell me that. But, dope. Do you know how to play on turntables, though?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play on, like, everything? Like, you could walk in a spot and whatever they have on there, you're going to be good. You do travel with, I do see you play with this and a CDJ. Like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? Like, how do you play off of, I know I'm like, I'm obviously learning, and I just learned how to play CDJs when I was here. So, your girl loves CDJs now, you know, check me out. But how do you play off that one CDJ? Like,
a lot of people always ask me that because every gig I've done at my school, like literally that's what I played on.
Right.
But, I mean, just leave one side internal, and it's like, I don't really know how to explain it.
How to explain it, right?
It's kind of the same. It's kind of, you know I don't know. I usually don't even play from side to side most of the time, and I think it's because I've always traveled with one CDJ.
Okay.
So maybe if I travel with both of them all the time, I would have been playing left, right. But I mean, my left hand still works, but it's like I'm used to just scratching the song in, throwing it on the left side, and that's that.
Got
so,
you.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, that's interesting. As far as scratching too as well, was that experience, like learning that, was that hard, or was it something that because you wanted to do it so bad it kind of caught on really quick?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of did catch on quick. Like, as long as I just locked in, like, I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, like, sometimes I just think of, like, how I really learned to scratch, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, I did practice, but it's really all in, like certain tricks or whatever, like crab scratching or whatever, flares and stuff, and all the other terminology they be using. Like, it's like, it's a habit that needs to be formed with your fingers. So it's like, you ever see like basketball players, like, all right, they're not even playing basketball. They probably be, say you're at like school or something, a basketball player, they're walking down the hallway. They be acting like they playing basketball in the hallway. Like, sometimes I literally used to be outside, like, I don't know, I'll be talking to somebody and it's like I'm like crab scratching on like my leg or whatever, just to get an emotion on. And it's like, I feel like my hands started getting so used to it that it's like, I started doing it, and when I started doing it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, literally, you just gotta practice and do that. You really gotta do it. I need to start doing that with my left hand, but yeah, that's I remember that vividly.
That's
so,
dope.
Yeah.
But when I bring each one, teach one, you know, here, I'm definitely gonna, if you could teach me a little 1, 2, 1, 2, I'm gonna have a few others come teach me how to scratch too. But that's something that I feel like when you talk about manipulating sound, that is something that DJs should, you know, I think they should strive to learn, because I feel like, okay, you can mix it in and you can play this rhythm over this song and this, but then to really scratch it and just go with the rhythm of the music is like, you're listening to a whole new production of music in a sense, but it just has those, what you call in there. So that's just dope in a sense. But I do want to talk about, you did have a segment, Made Music, where you were interviewing individuals. I think that's dope. And like you said, you know, you have that whole radio sense, the whole presence of, you know, DJing, interviewing, and, you know, just building that. And I see you building that. Like, I literally see you building that. And I can't wait for you to literally have your own radio station, because you will have your own radio station. But tell me more about that and, you know, why you curated that.
All right, so I love radio, and it's like, I mean, while I could have a conversation with people, I just felt like what we're doing right now, this is like an amazing interview to me, because I'm like, it's a conversation. Like, it's not, oh my God, I'm just question. Like, you know, sometimes we might lead to somewhere else, and it just feels like we're just chilling. Right. But that, for what I was doing, I was like, besides like these type of interviews, I like the whole green screen thing, and I like video production. Like, I love anything with video work.
Right.
So it's like, I was like, all right, I wanted to focus on them, and I was like, I'm gonna post stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, I just like it. Like, this is how I think interviews should be done as well. Like, anything fun. And it's like, you see big companies like Complex or like, whatever. I don't even know what else is out there. I can't even think right now. But like stuff like that, they do like little, like Rap Genius or whatever. They do little funny segments, and I'm like, that's what I'm into. So I was doing that for a while, but I stopped because these artists was mad hard to reach out to. Like, they would just be in Hollywood, and I was like, y'all kind of wasting my time, and this is a freelance thing. Like, you know, you're not even being lenient with me. So it's
Right,
just like,
right.
yeah. So I was just like, all right, I'll get back to it. I mean, I know how to do it if I need to pick it back up, but yeah.
No, that's definitely dope, and I feel like it's something that we need more conversations around certain things. You know, I feel like a lot of these, big companies, they've navigated it a different way, and not to shit on anybody or anything like that, but I just feel like this right here is very organic. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, as far as like not saying that they don't have organic content or anything like that, but I just feel like we're in the community, you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like to bring out more of the community and bring out those people that you see working and you see doing their things, so it's we don't want to wait for those big people to then see us and then then they already navigated and have their own script of what they think of us, but for me to really see you grow and then bring you and then really have these conversations, because I don't know everything about you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's the more organic about it, that I want to know about you, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's just a platform. So that's definitely something that I can't wait for you to bring back and, continue that, because I could just only imagine me sitting here having this conversation with you and then you doing it on your own end, in the sense of what you want to see. So that's dope. Big up yourself. I know it is on your page, if you guys want to check it out, definitely go check that out. And any artists, I have a few artists as well too that, I can send your way that I know won't waste your time. You get what I'm saying? Because we get it. Everybody's busy. Yeah, but okay. But yes, that's definitely something that I can't wait for you to bring back. Now, let's go back into the production as far as videos now. What made you kind of want to start producing and editing videos?
I love behind the scenes work, because I'm just like, people don't even know without that, there's nothing that you're watching on TV. Like, there's nothing or what you're listening to. It could be podcasts, like even editing audio. Like, I mean, I've done it all, and it's like a lot of radio stuff is a lot of audio editing, and in the YouTube videos there's a lot of video editing, and it's like, I like giving somebody a finished product and also getting out ideas. Like, I mean, I like TV film stuff also, so it's like, just that's a different type of art to me. So yeah.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, I just took that drink. It took me out low key. I do want to go into. I'm sorry, y'all. Just give me a second. But I do want to go into now a kind of a different type of topic. Being.
Where take your time. Oh, good.
Ooh, okay, I'm back, y'all. I feel better. Being a female in a male-dominated scene, I feel like there's so much that has happened, especially in this year, last year, that I've seen, and the empowerment of women and us just coming together and being like, well, we could do it too.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about you coming into the DJ field. Was that experience kind of welcoming, or was it something that you just kind of had to push and break down doors and just be like, I'm here?
It's like, I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like, some people are just like, oh, like, this is fire. Like, the talent speaks for itself, the work ethic, whatever. And some is like, they're just like, nah, I don't think I want to go that route. Or it's like, whatever underlying issue and stuff. And I mean, I'm going to either push through or go around, reroute or something, just to get to my destination. So, it is what it is sometimes. But like you said, it's like, I'm very big on women empowerment, and I feel like it's a discussion every day. Like, we are trying to get in so many spaces, and it's like, not even sometimes it's like I look and it's like, yeah, it's like they're like, we need more women DJs, and I'm like, yo, there's a lot. You're just not opening your eyes.
Right.
We need more women in entertainment world. There's A&Rs, there's this and that in the radio world. But I'm like, they there. You just not picking them.
Right.
We need the women artists. So, oh my gosh, that's one topic that drives me insane. They be like, oh, there's not enough women rappers. They there. We are here.
We are here. We are here.
They just, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like in so many different parts. Like, it's just black women have to go crazy.
Yeah.
All colored women have to go crazy to get,
recognized. Like you said, we're here. We're in the room. You're just not picking us to be the forefront. And like I said, like that is why, you know, I have gal time, you know, I have female Shella. It's because like I was complaining about these things. I was complaining about not seeing enough of these DJs or where are they at, or I was complaining about not hearing these gal segments in the party and or them not playing it right or rushing through it. So I was like, why not just create my own event? So why not just create my own, what you call it? And, you know, to all the women out there, create it yourself. Do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You literally put your mind to a lot of these things that, you know, we've talked about, and it took you to just lock in and just really understand what you're doing and then just going from there. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that's something that we can all do. Like, band together, lock in. I couldn't have done female shell in those events if somebody like you and all these, you know, they didn't see the real purpose behind it of us just coming together and saying we can do it too. Like, it's okay that you did that, but we can do it as well too. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And the fact of that, you guys are like, where they at? Where the female DJs at? They all right here. I had 9 of them. You get what I'm saying? Pick, choose. You got a bunch of them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, we can sit here and talk about this for hours because I'm somebody that is now getting into DJ, you know, as a promoter wise, you know, I've had to kindly kill people with kindness, and that's something that I don't never burn bridges, you know. It's just something that I'm just like, all right, peace, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So that too with women, you know, it's just more of just being like, I'm good, I'm gonna go create my own, that's fine. You feel what I'm saying? So that's so dope. And as I said, like, is there any advice for any, you know, upcoming, you know, young ladies that are looking to DJ and they're scared because, you know, they only know men and they only know, you know, these people to get into and, you know, they don't see, what would you tell them?
I'm gonna start it off cliche. You gotta really keep pushing. I hear all the time, I be like, yo, I hate when people give me that type of advice, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta be confident in what you do. Yeah. Move with intention. Practice, always, like, you know, practice, prepare, like, stay ready, like, you know, when opportunity presents itself, just be ready. Know a little bit of everything. I face rejection a lot, or sometimes I don't get answers, like, literally just, like, journey has not been smooth, but it's like, you know, I mean, I'm gonna keep pushing because I know it's what I want to do. Like, it's not like, you know, you just gotta believe in yourself and be your biggest fan. I feel like that's what I'm realized more throughout the pandemic. When we had time to sit down, I just like reset, and I was just like, yeah, I have to believe in myself. I can't wait for my Instagram or whatever, somebody outside to see it. I need to see it, and then they gonna move with me if they just see it as well, or make them see it.
I agree. I definitely agree. Y'all heard it. Like I said, we always gem dropping here. We always DocuDJ. You gonna learn something. Now, to kind of not segue out of that, but kind of segue out of that, is now I want to talk about all-inclusive, because you're Miss All-Inclusive. You're the all-inclusive boss, and, you know, I've seen that you took that from, you know, your mix to clothing line to just branding overall, and I kind of want to talk about the curation behind that and kind of how did you come up with the name and then just basically the branding behind it.
Yeah, so all-inclusive is really, that's my baby right now. Like, literally, I don't know, I think my first all-inclusive mix was 2016. Okay. I basically was just like, all right, well, I started DJing, and I was already getting out the whole just only Jamaican music phase, and I was like, all right, cool. My mixes, I mean, I love making mixes. People listen to them. I'm like, all right, I need to make like a versatile mix. So I was like, all-inclusive. That's always like a multi-genre mix. Like, and first, I think it started with hip hop, R&B, and dancehall. Then now it's like I drop it the top of the year and like the 6 months into the year. Okay. And it includes like hip hop, pop, Latin, dancehall, soca, R&B, just Afro beats and stuff. Everything in, like, I mean, that's like what's playing in the background right now. So it's just a nice mixture of stuff. And then I started the interview series, and I just called it All Inclusive. I was just like, all right, I mean, I'm just gonna run with that. I like how it sounds and everything. And I ran with that. I was like, all-inclusive. Like, I mean, it includes everything. You look at what all-inclusive is. I mean, you might think of like a resort or like a party that includes food and drinks, but it's like all-inclusive means including like everything or anything. Right. And it's like, I just ran with that. Did the interview series. What else did I do with that? I mean, my brand. So I just started that. Yes, I just started my brand. That's the top of the year. The brand was random. Really, why I did the brand was, besides DJing, I do embroidery. So like all the stuff I just do it myself. I got like the machine, I thread it, I hoop it, everything.
Come for you some work. I got some work for you.
Yeah, so it's like, I just did that, and I was like, all right, well, this is gonna be like my second. I never wanted to just do DJing by itself, so it's like, I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do the embroidery, and after that, I was just like, all right, well, I mean, I could stitch out my DJ logo, and I've done that plenty of times. And I was like, I should just make a brand, like, just represent myself whenever I go outside or whatever. It's just something cool. So my dad came up with this brand. This is like just the signature logo, but a lot of cool stuff coming out and everything. But yeah, I just ran with it, and I was like, all right, cool. Well, let me just drop it. I mean, my thing is, I just feel like I came out the pandemic like, yo, don't sit on ideas too long anymore, because I feel like I've done that a lot, and I'm just like, damn, like, do I even want to do it anymore? Or it's like, I probably see something, I'm just like, damn, I don't even think that's what I want to do, or whatever.
Right.
So this is just cool, and it's just basically all inclusive, just my umbrella. So for my DJing, embroidery, and the video world, like, I mean, I want to start posting more videos. I mean, I have a drone and stuff.
Nice.
The whole TV film thing. So that's everything I feel like I want to dip myself into.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited, yo. It's so much. I see, and as somebody that's in entertainment, and as somebody that used to do photography, and me, I'm just into everything. I see it. I see you connecting the dots. I see it, and like I said, I know you'll either get that radio station or that television, because you're going in that lane, and you're going, and the branding behind that, alone, like the colors right now, that's the dope colorway and whatnot. Was it hard for you to kind of like, on that specific logo, was it kind of hard for you to be like, this is what I want to print out, or?
I was just like, I need something just straight to the point, like something where, that's why I just call it like the signature logo, where it's like, whenever you see, it's like, I mean, I guess you should just know it, but I didn't want to do any detailed designs yet. I was like, all right, we just need to know this first. Like, people just see me, they're like, oh, AI, all inclusive, whatever.
Okay, got you.
But, I mean, like I said, it's all sudden. I'm still learning. It's just all crazy to me. I don't know. It's just random. I'm kind of just moving with stuff.
Right.
Yeah, just writing down goals and stuff and ideas and just seeing what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I definitely need to cop some merch. I'm definitely gonna cop some merch. And you guys make sure you cop some merch. Like you say this your favorite DJ, right? This your favorite DJ, so y'all gotta support some way, somehow. Make sure you cop the merch. Is there a specific link or anything like to get it?
Yeah, so link in my bios to my whole website is a shop link. Right now, I think these are like on hold right now, but I got you. I got you.
Okay.
But right now, I'm just working on some other things. I want to get some shirts out. I will wear hoodies throughout any weather. So that's just me.
That's cozy, y'all.
That's just me.
What is you saying?
It's like it was like 80 degrees today or 90. I don't care. I'm gonna wear it.
I feel you.
I be wearing hoodies, but it's just like that's just me. But
I be having the AC in the house up just so I could wear hoodies. So don't worry, you're not the only one.
So yeah. So but hopefully before September, I got like some new stuff coming out or whatever. Just working on like finalizations and everything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. So are you open as well to doing like embroidery? Like if somebody comes to you like, hey, like I have like 50 shirts that I need embroidered, like, or is it just like a come for like exclusive or anything? Like what's that like?
All right. So that's like both. So yeah, right now I just do like a little embroidery business, and yeah, if like people want to come with me with their ideas, like we just talk out all the details, seeing how detailed the design is, and I just tell them, we just talk.
Right.
What that would include, and like if they're gonna, provide what shirts, hoodies, hats, and so on. But I mean, I learned pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie. I did some fire like stuff for people and everything, but also like one-of-ones and stuff. Like if somebody wanted me to design like I don't know a jacket or a hoodie for them, like
Okay, got
yeah,
you, got
just
you.
yeah.
All
Trying
right,
a
so y'all
thing.
heard it. Sis got the videos for you. She got the clothes for you. She got the DJing for you. Like all in one. How can you complain? What are you complaining about? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? But I definitely wanted to talk about, we're cutting down on time. But I do want to talk about your SoundCloud and other kind of curated mixes that you have on there. Um, what was like kind of the inspiration behind that? As far as like, you have your all-inclusive mixes, and what are some other mixes that you have on there as well?
All right, so I always drop a dancehall mix. Always gonna come out. The all-inclusive mix, the multi-genre mix. Right. I think at the top of maybe it was last year. I'm supposed to be very consistent with that mix. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just not being consistent. It's called the Music Mondays. Every Monday or every other Monday, I'm supposed to just drop. Like, it could be like a 2000s mix, a Beyonce mix. Like, it could be anything. That's just me just putting out mixes, making the SoundCloud be entertaining and stuff. So, besides that, and then like I said, I'm very still into like the SoundCloud underground trap hip hop stuff. So I always drop that, and it's like, have artists like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, but I'll probably have underground artists that's like they still on SoundCloud. They they're trying to be the next thing, be an XXL freshman and stuff like that. But I'm in tune with their stuff, so yeah.
Nice. And as far as like beats, like do people just like contact you for those, or like is it on SoundCloud where it's like a specific link or something like that? How does that work?
They would have to message me for that. Most of the time, I feel like I'm like working. Yeah, like I'll send out a pack to people. Like I've done that before.
Okay, lit.
But yeah, we just gotta chop it up, see what you're trying to listen to and stuff. Yeah, that's really how that goes.
Okay. I have an artist I'm working with right now, hence why I'm asking. But that's dope, and like I said, like I see it happening, like everything, like from the mixes to engineering, producing, like all of that, like it's definitely gonna come back. And it's like, for me, I just love people that are into different things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you a hustler, you gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if I can hustle and get things that I personally feel happy about doing, you get what I'm saying? It's like, you're forever gonna be abundance of, it's always gonna be there for you. You get what I'm saying? So, as I said, like, I'm very happy for you that you're trying in these different lanes and you're really like getting out of the should I do it or any do it, and just doing it. And you will always have my support. Always have my support.
I appreciate that.
Of course. We definitely gonna have to get those gal time beats though. We gonna have to figure out some type of inspiration.
Yeah.
Some type of inspiration, because I feel like, and you could let me know, because we can have this conversation as far as gal time. Specific songs that are out now, the beats are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's when Cartel Nidonia and Busy and all of them used to drop them sweetness.
Yeah.
It was a sound. You get what I'm saying?
Literally.
So I just feel like the gal time sound is kind of lost. And I just hope that I don't know from whoever will bring it back, but. If not nice, could you just bring a little, something. But before we head out, I do want to say, or ask you, what is something that you've seen on the scene that, that you would love to see change? If not you, somebody else, but, it can be from anything you see on the DJ scene that you would just be like, if we could, as a community, change, this would be dope.
All right, like, I mean...
Don't hold back either.
All right.
Don't hold back.
All right, so this might go all over the place. All right, let's see.
Let's do it.
I mean, shout outs to promoters like you who, like, just curate, like, amazing events. I'm all about, like, quality events, like, fun and hearing good music. Because sometimes I do like going to parties to hear music. Like, I just like listening to new DJs and hearing what they thought, like, the vibe should have been and stuff.
Right.
And all promoters that, book women DJs or just dope events. I think something that will probably need to change. I think people need to give DJs more of a chance. I feel like some of them are stuck in ways where it's like same DJ, But it's like, I mean, if a DJ is doing the job, I mean, they doing the job. But it's like they not giving people a chance because they didn't hear them. But I'm like, where you going to hear them? You're not giving them. That always bugged my mind. Where you going to hear them if you're not giving them the chance?
You feel me?
You can't. I feel like you can go off a SoundCloud mix, but you kind of can't at the same time.
I've heard that, yeah.
You can kind of go off a video. Yeah, you can. But some songs will always get that reaction.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know.
That's
I
true.
think people should collab and do a lot of events more. I mean, I like the party scene right now. I feel like, you know, your events always fire. I like by far events.
Right, yep.
A lot of other people, I just can't think right now. But when I be seeing DJs post, I'm like, oh yeah, they be having fire events.
Right,
you know, but you just gotta find that space because there are a lot of trash events outside.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know, it's like, yeah, I feel like people just be throwing out. I feel like you can't just throw out events. Like, I don't know. Some things I really can't even explain it. Like, you know, it's just like some events. It's like you'll know it's good, and it's like, all right. Like, if by far I see them throw out an event, like, all right, I feel like they, at a point, they could throw an event every week, and it's going to be lit. Because, like, it's just there. The vibe is there.
Right.
You know, you could literally just throw events just there. But some people, I feel like they just be throwing out events. Like, they probably throw 2 events in one weekend. It's just like, it's just not making sense. And it's just like, you know, you just throwing anybody on an event.
And then having the same DJs on all these events.
Yeah, that
so
be
it's
killing
like,
me too.
What are you really trying to do? Are you trying to, because a lot of them, obviously, you're trying to make money. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Yes.
But now you're booking the same people. What kind of vibe are you like? You get what I'm saying? Are you trying to curate? But then you look at those people and it's just like, they're just in it to make money. You know, all their friends DJ, so it's just like, hey, bro, come on. Let's make this money real quick. You know, you're in on it, I'm in on it. You know, you're not spending no money on DJs. So it's just like, that's the other thing too. It's just like, you know, we have a lot of friends that are DJs, but it's just like, if you're having 4 or 5 events, and out of those 4 events, it's the same 3, 4 of them that's lined up. It's like, for me, I'm not going to your events. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I already know, not to say that I know who's going to play or what's going to play, but at the same time, I'm just like, I've heard that individual set. And if I go to another party, I would rather have that DJ there than to come back to your party, which I really look forward to, and hear the same things. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yep. I agree. I definitely hope that, you know, it changes. And, you know, I, for one, you know, I complain about it. So I'm going to try to change it. You get what I'm saying? And, you know, put more DJs, you know, that I feel that not, you know, I don't throw events that much either. So, you know, when I throw an event, you know it's an event. It's an event. But like I said, not nice. Thank you for coming, man. This was awesome.
No, this was fun.
This was so awesome. Like, I feel like I know you so much more. Like, obviously, because we don't talk, we hardly chat. It's just like, yo, what you doing? You trying to play? All right, that's it. That's literally it. And I want to change that. I want us, you know, to check in, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what you need from me, you know, anytime or anything, because like I said, like, I want to band us together and not excluding anybody, but also feel like it's a network that we can rely on, you get what I'm saying? Where, hey, yo, I need a few songs. Yo, can you just send me this, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, I want us to build, so I feel comfortable asking you that, or you can feel comfortable coming to me, you get what I'm saying? So it's just, for me, it's all about community. It's all about us literally coming together, man, female, woman, whoever, and just coming together and just saying that I respect and appreciate the craft. I know you respect and appreciate the craft.
Yes.
What can we do?
Exactly.
That's literally
exactly.
it. And that's exactly why I curated DocuDJ, so we can have more of these conversations. And, you know, I've been around DJs for a minute, and for me to be sitting here right now and just having these conversations, like, it's so fulfilling for me. It's just fulfilling for me. So once again, sis, thank you so much for being here. Y'all make sure y'all check out Not Nice on Instagram. Y'all go on not IG, on SoundCloud. Y'all go hear those mixes. If you need them beats, you hit up my girl. If you need any video or anything, you hit up my girl. If you need merch embroidered, hit up my girl. Listen, we getting it. 2021 and up, you know, is nothing going back from here. And once again, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was fun. This is important.
Yes. So yeah, make sure you follow me, Nikki Anticss, and follow DocuDJ on Instagram. And we are on Twitch right now, but this will be uploaded on YouTube on DocuDJ. And so make sure you guys tell a friend. We'll be back at it next week, Monday. I can tell y'all who I'm going to have next week, Monday. I'm not going to do that. Well, I don't want to do that because then what if they cancel on me? Then I'm not going to put that into the air. But next week we here sitting down with Young Sound and, going to get into that conversation. And once again, you make sure you follow Nikki Anticss, follow Not Nice, DocuDJ, Rise Radio, big up the whole team. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, girl, you thought I was going to big you up? Thank you. Shanti, big up yourself. Alfred, whatever you did, big up yourself. Once again, next week we back at it again. And we tuning out. Let's hear the vibes. What vibes is it? What vibes? Hey, I didn't expect this. Hey. And we out, y'all. Later.
Red bone, ice fat, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out.